Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Well, we've not had any new subscribers this month, which is the first. So I can't welcome anybody. So for those of you that have been watching my videos for a while, I really appreciate you spending the time with me and taking time out of your busy days to watch my videos. And for those of you that are just lurking about, I would really appreciate you pressing the subscribe button and joining our happy, merry band. So, what's been happening? Well, I went to see Sparks. It's a group, two brothers, late 70s into 80s, keep bringing out albums. Honestly, they're absolutely brilliant. My son Max really got into them. There was a documentary about them, and he only saw it, I think, really because he liked the director. And he came out of we all went together, and he came out of the cinema going, "Oh my God, I love Ron, and I need to listen to all the back catalogues." So he became a massive Sparks fan. So I was going with Max and my gig buddy Johnny. But then there was tickets available on the night, so Leo ended up coming, and then Naza, Max's partner, she was coming, and Max's friends that I met at the pub gig. So honestly, it was such a good night, and we had front row seats. Not that I was sat in it for very long, obvs. Honestly, it was such a good gig. They were absolutely brilliant. I mean, music was, honestly, his voice is still great. He bounced it, because I mean, he's 76, Ron is 78, but Ron had this thing, if you remember them from back in the day, you know, Russell was the one that, falsetto voice, jumping about, blah, blah, blah. And his brother Ron was at the keyboard, moustache, this glum expression, and that was their kind of thing, USP or whatever it's called. So Ron does still sit at the keyboard with them, but there are times when he gets up and does bits which, everyone loves. But Russell is still jumping about like a teenager. They do a 2-hour set, which is incredible. So for quite a while now, Johnny has had this photograph from about 30 years ago with Russell and Ron. And he's been trying to get it signed. And, we've had various attempts. But obviously, these guys, are knocking on the door of 80. I think Ron will be 79 in August. So after a gig, they're not wanting to be hanging about and signing autographs and doing all that. They've done a 2-hour show and they just want to get home, get a cup of cocoa. I don't get what they do. But anyway, we thought, well, we'll just chance going around to stage door and see what happens. Anyway, they did come out, and I shook hands with both of them and had no photographs, and there was no photographs. They were just waiting to get, the taxi was waiting. But, I had a few words with Russell particularly. Ron very graciously accepted a handshake and, said thank you, and, Russell a bit longer. But the main thing is Johnny got his photograph signed. So mission accomplished. And we all had a fantastic night. It was nice having my boys there. And yeah, definitely check Sparks out. They're so good. Honestly, it was such a good night. So we had a really good night. Now, the only thing is, obviously, you know me, I like to dress up. And I chose to wear my Moomin dress, so I had petticoats underneath that. Then I had this overdress, which was just pink tulle. that just gave it this softness and flowiness. So I had that over. Then I had this long coat that I wore to the theatre for the ballet with all the sequins on it, covered in sequins. You know, glam rock, you know what I mean. Well, it was blooming hot, wasn't it? But I was committed to the look. No, this is the look. I'll be wearing that. I wore it all through the gig, but oh my God. When I came out, I was like just about collapsing. So I took my jacket off and I got really bad leg cramps in the night, really bad. I think I just got too dehydrated. So even though I was committed to the look, maybe the leg cramps weren't worth that. But anyway, done, dusted, and absolutely fantastic time. God, I've been chatting for too long. About sparks. Anyway, what have I got for you tonight? I've got a smorgasbord. I've got a little piece of jewellery that I had repaired in Bodrum. A practical thing, yeah, not that I buy many practical things. A bag and a pair of IC, so let's crack on. So the first thing I want to show you is this little, and it's just a wee delicate ring. Now, the story with this is we have a cupboard under the stairs, and as we've lived in the house 29 years, that cupboard has got, you know, just put it in the cupboard under the stairs. Just put it in the cupboard under the stairs. Cupboard under the stairs was like busting. So with Mike being retired, I was like, right, now's the time to sort the cupboard under the stairs. So it took him, every day was doing hours. Anyway, it's done and it looks great. But he found it was a ring, but it was completely black. The whole thing was black. We couldn't make out what it was. Now I have one of those little ultrasonic cleaners for my ring, so I chucked it in that, put it on a high setting, left it, and when I went back to it, this little ring was sparkling away in there. And the only thing was there was a diamond missing and the shank was completely split. So I thought what I'd do is I'd take it to Bodrum, and Shante might, you know, because obviously I'd not decided exactly what I was going to get done. So I thought, well, they might be able to use these little diamonds as accents or whatever. Anyway, I took a look at it and he went, well, that's a really cute little ring. I like the way that it's like, how do I do this? You know, it's like got grooves down the side, just to add a bit of interest there. And it is hallmarked. So Charte looked at it and he said, well, why don't I just, I'll add a little diamond in there for you and I'll repair it. And he did that free of charge, which, you know, he's such a little chicken. So now I have a nice, like, little ring. It really, really sparkles away. The diamonds are really nice. And, you know, I can wear that to work. I mean, I wear my big rings to work, what I'm talking about. But, you know, it is a nice, easy piece to wear at work. I'm also wearing these little earrings today because he gave me these gold earrings. I've just got Hello Kitty on, just day earrings. But how kind are they? Always really, really kind. So, yeah, so I've got a nice little ring free from the cupboard under the stairs. Who knew? Anyway, let's go on to the practical thing that I've got. As you know, I buy, you know, bits on Vestiaire Collective. And this came up and I thought it was a really reasonable price. And this guy, if I can link the guy on Vestiaire, because he mainly does like purses, wallets. I mean, sometimes he calls them bags. They're, you know, they're not. Anyway, you go in, you see. He always puts plenty of pictures, so that's a good thing. And he, obviously things are quite vintage, so some of them, you know, are worse than others, but then the price reflects it. You know, some of them, you know, are really, you know, frayed edge, whatever. But you can go in, you can see exactly, he takes pictures at every angle, so you know what you're buying. So mine, and it's just a little Louis Vuitton, and it is small. And you know what? I use this. It's such a brilliant thing. I absolutely love it. So it's just a little thing like this, a little press stud with the LV on it. And it's really clean. The canvas is really clean. There's no frayed edges, you know, nothing. And inside, wrong way around. Inside, you've got your things for your keys. So I've still got a spare one. I've used it for 3 keys. Now, there are some marks inside, but you would expect that with keys bobbling about. But, you know, so mine do have some marks inside. But I don't mind that because on the outside, it's totally clean. And it's so practical. You know, normally you have keychain jangling about, or it's in the bottom of your bag. And this just slips into my little side pocket. It's so neat. You know, you've not got your keys jangling about. Honestly, absolutely love it. Really good purchase. And I just think it looks really good. Because when I first saw it, I thought, oh, that's really small. I maybe should have got the bigger one. But now I'm glad I got the wee one. It's just so neat and fits so well. And it'll fit really literally in any slip pocket, in any bag really. So very, very happy with that. And gosh, a practical thing, who knew? Right, what have I got for you now? What am I going to do first? I'm going to do the bag. So let's get the right side. And this is like a pale pink box. And you know me, I love a novelty bag, don't I? You know, why not? And that's the colour. Almost match that. It's a long crossbody. Will I ever use it? Probably not. Just put the box down there. And this is the dust bag. And there is a little wrist strap, which I definitely will use. How cute! It's a little duck, pale pink. You can see it next to that, and it just pulls apart. Oh, it's still got the silicone in. Pulls apart. You know, you basically get your essentials: a lipstick, a card, a key. Probably not much else. And the wrist handle will go on there. And how cute is that? It's so adorable. Absolutely gorgeous. And as I say, you just put that there, pull on that, and the magnet. Oh my god, oh, how cute. Needs a name. All my bags like this have a name, but she is adorable. Now, I've got like a long pearl handle for another bag. So I think the long pearl handle, you know, I'd rather use that crossbody than the pink leather. Although, as I say, it's always good to have the option, isn't it? But I think I could put my long pearl handle and use that as a crossbody if I wanted. But more than likely, this will be what I'll use it with. Absolutely love it. Simone Rocha. She does normal bags, but she does like these egg bags, like look like big pearls. She does one that is a pearl and it has a metal bit that hangs over the arm, and I've seen a bride put flowers and it's like this pearl with all the flowers. Oh, it looks incredible, incredible. But yeah, she needs a name, so any suggestions, let me know. Look at her, she's very pretty, so she probably needs a very pretty name. So definitely put your suggestions in for her. But she's so cute. So yeah, let's put her away in her little bag. Right, so let's move on to IC. I think I told you that I got a pair in the sale. So this was the other pair I got in the sale. I'll show you the box. So it's My Little Pony. I didn't get any of the character heels. I just didn't, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. But I did like these, but I wanted to wait until they went in the sale. So, which they did. Box. So you've got the My Little Pony tissue paper. And then you've got the shoe. Right, where am I going to put this? How am I going to do this? Right. So, here they are. So they're like a pink velour, they're not suede. Right. That's not going to do it right there. Wait a minute, I've got my little socket inside. So that's and you've got the little ponies inside in the insole, and you've got these lovely little ribbons, the rosette. You've got an embroidered. Now, they were really after my time, My Little Pony, so I don't know any of the names. And you've got these cute little bows here. You've got gold scalloping, polka dots. Just all in all, a cute shoe. You've got the pony on the bottom, which is going to get scropped up. Because I'm going to wear, these will be good for work because they're low. Not that I wear heels to work, but these will be nice. Buckle fastening, which I don't particularly like, but you know, they actually are not too bad to get on. And you've got first ofs, and the other shoe. I'll take the other shoe, which is pretty much identical. You've got the same kind of ruffles and ribbons, but it's got like best pony first, and you've got the embroidery there, and I just thought, you know, exactly they'll go with this dress today. I just think they're so cute. Little socket inside. They've not been worn, but I just put them in there so they were ready. I just think they're adorable. Even the little gingham. Oh no, it's not gingham. The little love hearts is so cute. But yeah, if it's not raining on Monday, because I don't think these would be great, you know, they'd get dirty. If it's dry on Monday, these are going to be my wet shoes. Hopefully I get a dry day this week. I can wear them. So that is everything. Oh yeah, show the bottom. Yeah, absolutely love them. So yes, quite a bit of a smorgasbord. What will I have for you next week? Don't know whether I have any shoes actually. Might be a bit bag heavy. So, although I've got quite a nice necklace that I'm dying to show you. Bit of a bargain. Anyway, stay irregular, guys. Don't follow the crowd because it's so boring. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. For watching, guys, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye, guys.